Yo, Celtics beat the Magic 109-100. Peyton Pritchard is sixth man of the year. And JT, how long is he going to be out?
Let's talk about it. Let's get it.
Yeah. 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 Working out.
Number 18 came clean.
Yeah.
The number 18 came clean.
Yeah. You can find me on the banner block. It's Shamrocks, oh it's not. Yeah. Let me clean them up like the floor is dirty with a mop. I'm on the banner block. It's 24 on the clock. Yeah. Every day it costs, but it's one possession at the bottom on the banner block. It's Shamrocks, oh it's not. Let me clean them up like the floor is filthy with a mop. I'm on the banner block. I'm on the. Yeah, that's the winning spot. I'm overqualified, but the system wanna sit me down. They hate me like the Jays, you can call me champion now. I guess
Yo, we back. Welcome to Celtics Banner Block. I'm your host, Megawatts. We're going to jump into this game, game two. Celtics beating the Magic 109-100. Yeah, we leading the series 2-0 right now. Feeling good about that. Feeling real good about that. Great solid game, game two. JT, he was out. We're gonna get into that in a little while, but a lot of great things happened with the Celtics tonight. Peyton Pritchard got awarded sixth man of the year. Well deserved. Very well deserved. Peyton Pritchard, he really earned his keep on this team. He's one of the pillars of our team. He's one of the reasons why we won 60 games this year. I'm very grateful for that. But we'll get into that a little more. Giving a quick game recap, we got the Celtics. They start off with a solid building a moderate lead. Earlier on in the first quarter, the Celtics were doing good. Yeah, the refs, they didn't get sketchy until about the second half, but yeah, the Celtics did really well. First quarter actually. JB jumps in. JB, he starts hitting shots right off the bat. I mean, he's hitting 3-pointers. He's making some good buckets to the rim. He's doing mid-range. He's doing everything he can in order for us to create a solid lead, and that's what we do. We create a real solid lead. He just was phenomenal. He was pretty much who we leaned on all night long. Jaylen Brown. Second quarter, Celtics slow down a bit. Only shot 30% from the field. Not too good. That's when the matches they kind of started to climb back into the game. They made it a 3-point game before halftime. And they were pretty scrappy. Still really physical game. The refs, man, they were still real ticky-tacky. They were calling stuff that on the Celtics that they weren't calling on the Magic. I don't understand that. I don't understand why these calls seem to still be lopsided. I'm not sure if they're trying to keep the game close. I'm not sure if they're just trying to make sure that it's not a blowout, make sure it's a good game to watch. But you can't do that. What you're gonna have to ref the game equally, solidly, fairly. So people was like, the officials, they were fair. Instead of saying, yeah, the officials, yeah, they tried to sell the game. You don't want that. So I mean, I wasn't gonna get into the refs, but I mean, here we are. I mean, Derek White ends up getting 5 fouls, a couple questionable fouls. I'm like, ticky tacky. Not sure why they were calling some of the fouls they were on D White. Yeah, Magic they climbed back into the game in the second quarter. Third quarter begins. JB has a big third quarter on both ends, making great offensive and defensive plays. He was really scrappy on the defensive end. And also he was just really timely. He was very methodical about how he approached his offensive game for game two. Really proud of him on that. He saw the floor really well. He was dishing it off to his open teammates really well. Um, yeah, he had a great game. Really great game. I believe he can have those type of games with Jason Tatum on the court with him. I know a lot of people try to say, yeah, JB goes off because JT's not there. And there's a lot of naysayers who say, hey, JB, he's only what he is because JT's on the court with him. I don't believe that. You hear a lot of other people trying to say that on different platforms, but definitely don't believe that. I feel like JT and JB, they do all great together now. They learned each other's game. They figured out what works between the two of them, um, which aspects of their game that they're going to release, and which aspects of the game that they're going to kind of hold back, so the other can kind of flourish in said aspect. And they just know how to play off each other way better now. It's been it's been a great process watching them develop together over these years, watching them figure out how exactly they're going to attack the game together instead of doing it solo or ISO between the two, your turn, my turn, like it used to be when they were really young. Now it's how do I feed off you? How do you feed off me? And it's a beautiful thing to watch. True 1-2 punch, great nuclear weapon. Um, yeah, JB, yeah, he had a huge steal and a fast break dunk earlier on in the game. Stole the ball from one of the Orlando Magic guards, fast breaks it. Boom. Like, I mean, excellent play. Excellent play. I was very impressed on some of his moves that he pulled. Just a lot of very impressive moves. Very explosive this game. Looks like his knee is getting better for sure. Um, so I don't want to dwell on JB too long until I get a chance to really key in on what he did. The Celtics stretch the lead back out into the third quarter. The third quarter, yeah, very excellent quarter for the Celtics. We actually could see the lead starting to balloon. The Magic really didn't have too many answers for the Celtics firepower. Um, yeah, they would try to match, but they couldn't quite get it done on that leg. Third quarter, Porzingis gets elbowed in the face by the Orlando big Bitadze. Uh, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Batazzi, uh, elbows Porzy right in his forehead. I mean, smack dab on his forehead, blood gushing everywhere, all over it's just oozing down his haircut. I'm like, what is going on here? I mean, the blood is just oozing down his hair. I'm like, yo, what's going on? Um, I said, yeah, get this guy in the locker room, clean that up because he had blood all over the court, all over the bed. I mean, guys wanted to high five. I'm like, yeah, man, you're being really tough. But they're like, kind of bloody there, buddy. Go ahead and get to the back, clean that up, man. Yeah, ended up needed stitches and everything. Like, but he toughed it out, came back and everything. I was very shocked, very surprised at that. Very impressed that he was tough enough to come back from that because some guys would be like, all right, call it a day. I got stitches. I'm done. I'm not going out there. I probably got a huge headache. Might be semi concussed from that. But yeah, he toughed it out. D White hits a few big threes in the fourth quarter. Yeah, he was trying to find his rhythm because he had a tough shooting night from three. But JB he brought it home for us. He ends up with 30 plus points and on the all-time Celtic list, what we'll talk about as well. And so the Celtics take a 2-0 lead. Um, they're 26-1 when it comes to having those series leads. And hey, man, hey, we're still in a great position, man. So let's get into to JT. Uh, let's see. Yeah, JT. Yep. So JT he misses his first game since 2017 with this right wrist injury. Docs are saying it's a bone bruise. It's not a fracture, so he's cool there. So happy that he's cool there. It's not a fracture. He's good. Um, but they're saying it's more of a pain tolerance thing. Is can you deal with said pain while you're trying to do your moves or while you're trying to stroke your shot? You know what I mean? Yeah, that could be a problem. I'm hoping that this isn't something that lingers on later on in the playoffs, other playoff series. I'm hoping that this can kind of heal up or this discomfort can go away soon enough before we start seeing other juggernauts. Like I said, I'm not skipping over the Orlando Magic. They're a young, scrappy team, very worthy opponent. Um, but I predict that we'll win this series. Um, I do predict that we'll win the series if we stay healthy for sure. Um, got to keep Porzy healthy. Got to get JT back healthy for sure, and we got to keep nursing JB's knee. So yeah, so we have to just be fairly careful, even though this is a really physical series, really physical team we're playing against. We're gonna have to try to get out of this thing as healthy as possible so that we can move on to the other juggernauts and be good. Um, yeah, I'm just hoping that we don't get too banged up in this series because this is a young scrappy bunch. But yeah, JT. They're saying he just has to deal with the pain. They're saying he's day to day. Um, it's not a long extended, hopefully not a long extended break that he has to take in the playoffs. Kind of like Porzingis had to last year. Hoping that he can get back in a few games. If I'm Celtics management, if I'm the docs for the Celtics, I'm probably gonna sit him um for a couple more games. We're up 2-0. Um, yeah, you'd hate to drop a couple games sitting them. Um, I believe we got we got the firepower in order to win two more games without him. Some would argue that maybe he should sit the rest of the series so he can heal up for who we face next in the second round. Um, I may agree with that. I'd probably try to play JT at least another game in this series just so he can kind of stay fresh. Don't want him to sit too long, but we do want him to be healthy. That's for sure. We want JT to be healthy. We want him to be as healthy as he possibly can because we need elite JT. We don't need JT that's going to be banged up or has a lingering wrist injury throughout these playoffs because that's not the ideal JT that's going to help us win Banner 19. So yeah, man, just prayers, fingers crossed that he can heal up and maybe he can only miss uh two or three more games in this series. Um yeah, if we were to drop one game in this series and then win two without him, that may be ideal. If we were to sweep the Magic, um he'd probably get more resting time because we'd have more days to rest waiting on the other team to meet us in the second round. Hopefully the other team will have a long extended series that kind of bangs them up as well. So that we can be in a prime position that's gonna allow JT to be his top self for there. So yeah, so those are my thoughts on JT. Fingers crossed. Hope JT gets better. Um, yeah, that's my guy. So let's see what else we got here. Um, yeah, the refs questionable again. The refs were questionable again. just wondering what the thought pattern is behind some of these calls, because a lot of these calls that we're dealing with are calls that are physical calls that aren't being called for us. I mean, they're hacking, they're crashing down on us. I mean, they're elbowing blood out of our foreheads. I mean, they're knocking us down. That's why JT got injured in the first place, the way he got knocked down. Um, they're really playing physical on us. And then when we try to play physical back with them, I mean, it's tweet, 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 tweet. I mean, man, tweet all day long. Tweet, 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 tweet. Like, what is this? Why are there so many tweets? Can we slow down? If you're not gonna call these fouls on the other end, please, please, my guy, please, just don't call it on the other end. Make it equal. Just make it equal. That's all you have to do. Make the calls equal. Don't put us in a position to where we're like, okay, what can we do? What can we not do? They can be physical with us. We can't be physical back. So it's a lopsided way that we're approaching the game. Uh it was just so lopsided. I'm like, I know they can't complain about the refereeing too much because they get fined. That's what the NBA does. They fine you for talking about the refs. Doesn't make too much sense why they're getting all these calls and we're not. I just don't understand it. I don't understand it. Don't like it. As a fan, I think it just makes you feel like, hey, this is bias. This is bias calling. Uh, referee calls. I mean, come on. Can we be equal here? You know what I mean? So just need to clean that up. I don't really like to dwell on the calls too much, but yeah, that needs to change. Definitely needs to change for sure. Let's see. What else do we got here? Um, yeah. So the Celtics, we are 26-1 when leading 2-0 in a series. Now, that means that we're pretty much going to wrap this series up. Now, I'm hoping um that we stay healthy so that can stay the same. um we definitely need to stay healthy. It seems like all of our guys are kind of getting busted up a little bit. We need to keep D White healthy. We need to keep Drew healthy. Uh, we need to keep Hauser healthy. All our guys coming off the bench. Pritch, he needs to stay healthy. Uh, yeah, we just got to stay healthy as a team. What did we do as a team? As a team, Celtics shot 45% from the field, 36 for 80. Uh, we took 37 3-point shots, made 12, 32%. Not the greatest percentage from 3-point land. Could have been a little better, I would say. But I've seen worse. I've seen worse from some of the shooting nights that we've had. That's for sure. So I'm not complaining when it comes to that. 46 rebounds. We only had 17 assists. Probably could have moved the ball better this game for sure. Could have moved the ball definitely better. Um, Not really sure why our ball movement was so stagnant. Maybe it's because the game plan was give it to JB and get out the way because JT's not there. But we're just gonna let JB cook. I would like to see us have more assists, have more passing in the game because we're juggernauts when we pass the ball. When we pass the ball, we pretty much can't be stopped. We can't when we're passing the ball and we're defending um with great passion and effort. Yeah, we're almost unstoppable in the league. That's how we won 60 games this year. We won 64 last year. Um, yeah, right on par. Uh, I think we were probably smarter than we were last year because we're more experienced. We're more, I would say, more confident. Yeah, we're more confident in what we're doing this year because we know this works. This brand of basketball works. We didn't know if the Joe Mazzulla brand of basketball worked until last year. Everyone would complain that, hey, we're taking too many threes. Hey, why aren't you guys going to the rack more? What is going on? Why is there a 3-point number that has to be reached? Uh, why are you telling them to take a certain amount of threes? And Joe got a lot of flack for that. I got to give it to him. He stuck with his guns. He stayed on it. He said, "No, this is the strategy, and you're just gonna have to deal with it, bruh. You feel me? You're gonna just have to."
Deal with deal with it.
So I mean, and I'm with it. I'm with that. I agree. Because it won us a championship. It won us number 18, and nothing brought us 18 until he came along. I mean, some would argue Ime could have got us 18, but fact is, we didn't win 18 with Ime. We had a shot with Golden State. We didn't pull it through. We had some different pieces on that championship team versus our new championship team, versus that finals team, may I say, versus our championship team. But You know, one would argue that Ime had what he needed. He had enough firepower to win, and we just couldn't get it done with Ime. But I think Ime would have pulled it through for us. I think he would have got us that number 18 if we stuck with him. But that's neither here nor there. Um, Only 10 turnovers. That's good. Only 10 turnovers. That means that we were sharp. We weren't loose with the ball. We weren't careless with the ball, which is good. Uh, Passes were crisp. Ball handling was sharp in the pocket. Not too many bad shots. Not too many bad plays. Uh, and the offense pretty much ran on the string. So I'm happy about that. Happy about that. Let's see what else we got. Pritchard wins 6th man of the year. We got to give Pritchard's props, man. Got to give that man his props. Pritchard, he averaged 14.3 points, 3.8 rebounds, and 3.5 assists. Yeah, man. 40.7 from 3-point land, man. Great 3-point percentage all year, dude. Like, great 3-point percentage. Like, dude was
Buckets. Buckets, buckets, buckets.
I'm like, yo, Pritch getting it on that 3-point line, man. Well deserved. Six man of the year. I'm glad he got an award. I'm glad he's starting to get recognized for the talent that he is. He's a phenomenal talent. I'm just hoping he doesn't play his way out of Boston. He's playing his way into a big paycheck, man. Um, he's got a lot of leverage at the negotiating table. Hey, dude, 6th man of the year. You're gonna have to pay me, dude. You're gonna have to pay me, dude. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to pay me. So I'm like, yo, can you just pay this dude? Because if we give him what he wants or what he deserves while he's here, because what we paid him earlier, that was a discount. We paid him a huge discount. He's gonna want more. This is the 2nd year of his contract. I believe we signed him to was it a 3-year contract extension? So he's got one more year with on that contract, but after next year, ooh, if he keeps up what he's doing right now, 14 points, 3.8 rebounds, 3.5 assists, 40-point shooting from 3 with the limited minutes he's playing and get some real starter minutes somewhere. Yeah, that 14 points can shoot up to 22, 23 points a game. really quick dealing with Peyton Pritchard. I'm just saying, he's that kind of baller. He's that kind of talent, and yeah, I believe in him. I'm with Pritch, man, for real. Pritch, please, man.
Pritch, please.
Yeah, for real. I'm with Pritchard, man. Phenomenal. Glad he's on our team. What did he do in the game? Pritchard today had 14 points. He's right on par with his season average. 14 points, 3 rebounds, a steal. Uh he was 3 for 6 from 3-point land. Let's see, he shot 50% from 3. Excellent clip, man. Excellent clip. 5 for 11 from the field. 33 minutes. Man, excellent game. Excellent game, Pritch. Love Pritch, man. He was picking his spots. He was contributing exactly where he needed to for us to win the game. He was doing a lot of things that didn't show up on the stat sheet. So you just got to give up to a guy like that, a guy who just continually worked hard at his craft. Not the biggest guy, but has one of the biggest hearts on the court, and just lays it all out there, man. You know what I'm saying? Love what Pritch did for this game. He gave us exactly what he needed for us to win this game, man. And shout out to Pritch, man. Shout out to Pritch. What else we got, man? Chris Stapps, man. He bounced back with us, man. He bounced back. Let's see. Chris Stapps, 20 points, 10 rebounds, 2 blocks, 2 steals. Oh man. He was 0 for 5 from 3. Yeah, he's got to shoot better at the on the 3-point line. He's definitely a good 3-point shooter. I'm not sure what's going on, bro. Man, Porzy,
What's going on, man?
I don't know what's going on there. Yeah, he's a plus 15. Man, plus 15, that's excellent. He's a guy that we want on the court. You know what I mean? With the starters, we want him on the court. Period. Uh, he just is a great, impactful player for us. We needed that 20 and 10, big 20 and 10, 2 blocks and 2 steals. So he was big on both sides of the court, which we needed. We definitely needed that. Some of the bigs were flailing on Orlando, going crazy, elbowing. Just had just the wherewithal to stick with the fortitude to stick with the game and not say, "Hey man, my head hurts. I got stitches. I'm done." He just stuck in the game. He stayed with us. Came back in the game after all that blood was running down his head and his face. I was like, "Yo, ew." But still, what he did was he was like, "You know what? I'm gonna prove to this Celtic fans that I'm here. I'm ready to go to war with them, for them, and I'm gonna stay in this game. You're not gonna knock me out this game with the old senseless flailing elbow that means nothing." So man, yeah, man, happy for Porzy. He bounces back. He didn't have a great shooting game last game, but he bounces back and he does very well for us. Happy about that, man. Happy about that. Um, who else did? Our third leading scorer this game was Derek White. Derek White, man. Uh, Derek White, he had a good game. Little frustrating game because he picked up a lot of fouls. In this game, 5 fouls. Normally he's a little sharper on the defensive end. Normally he's a little smarter about when he's more aggressive on the defensive end, or either that or just the refs were just trying to sell the game. I mean, man, I was looking, I was like, man, some of those fouls they're calling on D White, man, that ain't right. But he persevered through that, man. Not a great 3-point shooting night. 3 for 10, not great. We've seen him have really big 3-point shooting games, so tonight just wasn't his night from 3. He had a steal, 6 rebounds, a couple turnovers, which is all right. He ends up with a +4. Even with all the fouls, he still ends up with a +4. Um, just hopefully he could be a little more discreet about how he's aggressive on the defensive end. If they're calling that type of game, they were calling a really aggressively tight game on us. Clearly not on the other team, the Magic, but on us for some reason. But hey, he comes through. He gives us 17 points, 6 rebounds. And we needed those. We needed those points to help bring this game home. So shout out to D White. You know what I'm saying? And let's talk about the leading scorer, man. Let's talk about JB, man. JB, 36 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 steal, dude. 5 for 7 from 3-point land. I'm talking about 12 for 19 from the field, and he was a +9. I'm like,
Dude balled out. I mean, balled out.
love JB, man. Just balling, man. Just 36 and 10, picking the spots, keeping his teammates involved, seeing the floor, making his reads really well, kicking it out to the open man whenever he needed to. Man, taking the shot, dancing with him a little bit when he had to. I mean, excellent game. Great on both ends. I mean, like I said earlier, he stole the ball from one of the guards. Ooh, started the fast break. Here we go. Flying. Boom, 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 boom. I mean, yeah, man. Loved it. Loved what he was doing. Love how he plays. Love how he played this game. Yeah, man. JB had an excellent game. And on top of that, Jaylen Brown, man, what he did today, actually passed Kevin McHale on the all-time Celtics list for most 30-point playoff games in Celtic history. Number 6 all time on the list. He's right behind Paul Pierce. Man, kudos to JB, man. Just balling, continuing to climb up the ranks of Celtic royalty. I mean, it's gonna be undeniable. You're gonna have to retire that number 7 when it's all said and done. He's earning that number retiree. Like no one's gonna be able to wear number 7 after he's done. What he's doing in the record books of Celtic history, what he's bringing, what he meant to Banner 18, what he brought home, the awards he brought home from Banner 18, and what he's doing now. He's still showing how valuable he is to this team, how valuable he is as a leader, how valuable he is as an example. He leads by example. He speaks all the right things to all the guys to motivate them. You know what I mean? To get the most out of each player that he's dealing with. Um, hey man, he's a great leader. He's a great player. One of the best players in the world. He's on our team. Man, just happy to have him, man. Happy to have him. There's really not too much you can say about him at this point. You know, you just got to give him his props and all the we got to trade Jaylen Brown noise that we were hearing around Celtic Nation, man. Man, put a sock in it, dude.
Put a sock in it and keep it there.
I'm talking about please keep that sock in there, bruh. Because man, the boy, he showed us over and over again, even after Banner 18, just like during Banner 18. Listen, I'm here and I'm here to stay. You know what I'm saying? If not for me, none of this is going down. You know what I'm saying? So, man, you got to give that man his props. You just got to. You can't hate on him like that no more. So, yeah, man. Let's see what the Magic did. We can pull up some Magic stats real quick. What they did, they shot 39 of 82, 47.6 from the field. Um, they shot 24% from the 3-point line. Oh my gosh, yeah, they were super broke. You know what I'm saying? From the 3-point line. I mean, they couldn't hit nothing. I'm talking about they couldn't hit nothing at all. Yeah. Rebounds, 34. 18 assists. They was passing the ball pretty good. Passed it a little better than us, but 7 turnovers. So it looks like they cut their turnovers down as well. Yeah. So yeah, let's see what we can check out what Banchero did here. Let's see what he did here really quick before we go. Banchero, what did this guy do? Yeah. All right. So Banchero, it looks like let's see. It's like Banchero had 32 points. He had a couple of blocks, 7 assists, 9 rebounds. Yeah, Banchero balled out as usual. Dude is a super dude. Dude is a just thorough star. You know what I'm saying? Thorough star, man. He's coming into his own, man. I got to give him that. Franz Wagner, 25 points. Yeah, they were both in the minuses. Banchero was a -6. Wagner was a -7. 4 rebounds, 4 assists. Yeah, so I mean, they both kind of had really good games, but it wasn't enough to deal with our firepower. Wendell Carter, he had a pretty good game, 16 and 8, 1 assist. And then Anthony Black, it looks like he had 11 points, 4 rebounds. Yep. Yeah, so that's pretty much all they did there. Yeah. So so the Magic, that's what they did. It wasn't enough. We pulled through. We still did our thing. We're up 2-0 now, and we're looking to get this 3rd win, man. We're gonna get this 3rd win. We got to travel to Orlando and do it. It's gonna be rocking in Orlando. You know those guys are gonna be rocking, so we got to bring it. Like I said, not sure if JT is gonna play. I'm thinking he's probably gonna sit again to try to strengthen up that wrist, and maybe he plays game 4. I would assume. So let's not be surprised if he doesn't play. Let me put it that way. So yeah, man. So good win, good Celtic win. Happy that we did what we did, and yo, thank you for coming to Celtic Banner Block. You could have been anywhere in the world. Just glad that you came here where we talk Celtics, and most Celtics. Yo, till next time. Peace.
Yeah, you can find me on the banner block. It's Shamrock, oh it's not. Yeah, let me clean them up like the floor is dirty with a mop. I'm on the banner block. It's 24 on the clock. Yeah, every day it costs, but it's one possession at the bottom on the banner block. It's Shamrock, oh it's not. Yeah, let me clean them up like the floor is filthy with a mop. I'm on the banner block. I'm on the. Yeah, that's the winning spot. I'm overqualified, but the system wanna sit me down. They hate me like the Jays, you can call me champion now. I guess I'm in my prime when it's time, I'ma draw the foul. When I paint the picture, it's Mona Lisa, but I keep it mild. Yeah, I stay humble, even though the negatives want me to fumble. And I never mumble, let me articulate when I stumble. The cookie crumble, but I'ma still depart with a bundle. We about to raise the banner, I see the trophy in eternal. I worked all my life, I couldn't even afford British nights. I was rocking buddies, yeah, life was ugly, but it's all the light.